I've been waiting for this for a long time. Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and over the next several weeks, I'll be repainting my 1971 ARIENS SNO-THRO. This is gonna be the beginning of something great. I have some big plans for this old gal. Flames on the sides? No. What I wanna do is paint this in its original colors, but in my own way. More on that later. Let's get a closer look at this entire snowblower, see its current state, and then I'll give you my plan. Now, while this is an amazing snowblower and it performs remarkably well, it is 50 years old and there are imperfections on just about every single panel. Every part and piece has some kind of corrosion to one degree or another. Let's start up here with the bucket. It's not painted evenly. This part was repainted by one of the previous owners, and we can see that some of the paint lines differ. We got some drip marks right here, some spots that they missed, and some wear just about everywhere on this lower half. Deep inside this tube, it is just black from rust and corrosion. That's something I definitely want to take a look at and get fixed up. Outside here on the tube, we mainly have some wear on the welds, a little bit of paint flaking down here, and basically along this seam line. All the welds on this entire snowblower for its age look really good. Now let's take a look at the chute. We got some paint chipping off all the way up top here. We got a bit of paint wear going on inside. Down here, this is from when I had it welded, so the paint actually got burnt. Now on the outside of this chute, there was a little hook right here that attached to a tower that helped support this chute on its previous model. What I had the welding program at my school do is shear it off, make it nice and smooth, and then I had them tighten up the welds here on the bottom along this ring. So this whole chute's pretty much cleaned up, ready to go and be sandblasted. Taking a look at the metal belt cover, you can see lots of rust and corrosion down here on this bottom metal piece, some more surface rust on the top. The inside actually looks okay. The entire engine up on the top is totally fine because it's only about 3 years old. These controls here are just dirty, worn, definitely in need of a paint job. This transmission housing down here has basically just a lot of wear along its edges. You can see some paint flaking off here, a little bit more on this panel. The wheels themselves, I don't think the camera does it justice. These things are ugly. They're kind of like a yellowish, tannish, not even white anymore wheel. There's a lot of corrosion going on, mainly around the ring, rust spots and pitting everywhere. This one, not as bad as the other one, a little bit of corrosion around the ring. It's a little bit whiter than compared to the other wheel, but again, you still have this tan look to it. Inside, the center hub doesn't look too bad. They really should throw that graphic on the newer wheels. That would look so cool. The handlebars have a little bit of corrosion right here, and for 50 years old, they've actually held up pretty good. Most chrome by now is completely rotted out. It's a little rough here on the backside. You can even hear it. And we got a little bit of corrosion here on the back. Moving up the controls, you can see that these levers are just worn out, need a repaint. Even over here on this control panel, you can see that we have a lot of wear. It definitely is in need of a new coat of orange. This handle right here, rusty, rusty, rusty. Time out. To help this video succeed with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. Now just take a minute and picture all these pieces all looking brand new. I think that this thing would look so cool. Does this snowblower throw snow? Absolutely, especially with that impeller kit. But the problem is snow sticks to all the bare spots in the paint where rust is starting to happen or it's starting to corrode. And I don't want that. We're gonna fix this thing up. So here's the plan. I am going to rip this entire snowblower down, piece for piece, part for part, as far down as I can get it. From there, I'm gonna degrease the entire thing. I'm gonna super clean it, and I'm gonna super clean it pretty hard. From there, it's off to sandblasting the bigger pieces, and I'll be doing some work on the smaller pieces. And then once I get the parts back, I'll be, again, cleaning them thoroughly. I don't want any grains of sand floating around on this thing. Then we'll be ready for primer, then a full paint job, and then we're gonna clear coat it to death. And after all that, it's all about reassembly at that point. Now I have a little bit of paint experience painting parts of snowblowers, lawnmower decks, and I even painted parts of my old Ford Ranger back in the day. This is gonna be a lot, but I can handle this. Now, as I'm dismantling this thing, if I come across any stubborn bolts, I'm not going to get into a fight with a 50-year-old. If I come across one, chances are good that that bolt's been seized longer than I've been alive. If something's stuck, it stays. But if I can get it apart, I will. And obviously, if I come across a part that needs replacing, I'll replace it. I already have the chute off here. That's an easy one. And from there, I'm gonna dismantle the front end and get the bucket off. From there, I'll see if I can get these augers detached and pull them out. If they come apart, good. Then I can get in there and re-grease them the way I want to. The belt cover here is gonna need a bit of work and some love, especially down here. Now picture this with the engine. Any black panel here that I can remove, I'm gonna take off and then we're gonna repaint those. More on that in a second. The guts of this transmission housing, I am not dismantling. We're gonna leave everything the way it is, but see if we can sand the surface of the top and the sides and get that all cleaned up. The wheels, heck yes, we're getting those repainted. The handlebars, I got something that's really gonna make these handlebars pop. And the controls will dismantle and paint all those. Now, once it's all fully dismantled, I'm going to fully degrease this entire thing. God only knows how much WD-40 I sprayed on this over the last 3 years alone, or what the previous owners greased on it when they had it. Now, I'll do my fair share of the work on the handlebars and maybe the controls, but that'll pretty much be about it. There is no way that I am sanding all this by hand. Hard no. I will be here for days doing that, and I'll probably pop a few elbows in the process and make an entire mess of my garage. So what I'm gonna do is take the larger components and have them sandblasted. If there is one thing I hate in this world, it's sanding. So what I'm gonna do is drop it off at a local sandblasting company, have them sand it all evenly, that way it's ready for paint. Plus, this paint's been bonded on there for many, many decades. There's lots of corners and crevices to get into. What I want is for it to be evenly sanded. From there, I'll be priming, painting, and putting an ungodly amount of clear coat on this thing. Plus, I figure while they're sandblasting this entire thing, I can work on the little odds and ends and get those things done in the meantime. Now, as far as what color this whole thing's going to be, that's an interesting topic. I've got a lot of interesting ideas floating around in this head of mine right now. So how it all ends up could be a whole nother thing. The main body and the chute will remain the authentic ARIENS orange. Now picture this. What if we repaint this white belt cover an even brighter white, and then we take this entire engine block here and paint all the black panels white. Make it look just like it used to back in 1971. It might be the only white Predator engine out there in this world. The chrome here will still remain the same. So this whole unit is going to keep that original 1971 look. Now imagine this. Imagine this whole engine block white, still the same engine, but maybe I paint little things like this gas cap orange to kind of give it a little flair to it, you know?
We need to talk about your flair.
I think that would look pretty awesome. This panel should come right off. This exhaust cover should come right off. These should come right off. And if I could paint those all white, I think that would look pretty cool. Maybe I'll see if I can slap an ARIENS logo right here instead of this Predator 212. Again, lots of ideas floating around in this head, and I hope they come to fruition. There might be some little black components all around, like these skids, maybe these little handlebar covers, this tube, these handlebar ends, this knob, things like that. Little controls like this will probably get repainted a nice silver. Same thing down here with these bushings. This handlebar is made of wood. That'll be easy to repaint. I think it'd be really cool to take this whole unit back to its original colors. It's not gonna look exactly the way it did when it came out of the factory, but pretty damn close. In a way, it's gonna be kind of like old school meets new school, with the old body with a newer engine painted the original colors. And some out there are probably gonna say, just leave it and use it the way it is. But it's rusting in spots, and not only do I wanna repaint this, but I want to make it last another 25 to 50 years. Of course, I'll be doing some other little things along the way, like lubricating certain parts and so on. But this is not going to be a full repaint and rebuild. At this point, it's paint with a few other minor fixes. Now, for those wondering about all the authentic stickers covering this entire snowblower, I found a website that sells reproduction stickers. They're specifically made for these ARIENS snowblowers, which is pretty cool. So I'll be buying them from there, and I'll have that site linked down below too. Now, some other upgrades that I've made to this snowblower in recent years include, first, the X-Trax tires. The old tires on this snowblower were the originals, and they didn't have much grip at all, and they required tire chains. Those tires were barely holding air, and they also had the tire chains on them, which were wearing thin. Took these tires to the automotive class and had them install these, and these turned out great. They're actually a little wider and have a nice deep tread to them. You could still put chains on these, but it's not necessary. And after going to these tires, I found that I didn't need the chains, and it actually made the ride a lot smoother. I also located a metal belt cover, and these are kind of rare. I don't see these pop up on eBay too often, and when I saw this one, I nabbed it. It fit perfectly, and I think it just adds to the whole ironclad design of this entire snowblower. I mean, look at this thing. There's metal everywhere. There's hardly any plastic. I even picked up a few new pieces already for this old gal, including a new scraper bar and some hardware. And the best time to paint is now. In the summer. I've said this a lot here on the channel. The best time to do any work on a snowblower is in the summer because there's no rush to get it done. You're not neck deep in snow. Your fingertips aren't frozen. There isn't an inch of ice covering the entire snowblower part that you need to get to. The time to do it is now, when the weather's nice. The only thing I gotta worry about is a strong breeze and high humidity. So the next step will be dismantling this thing, tearing it all down, and then laying out all the parts. There's plenty of fun to be had with this old gal, and there's just something cool about something old like this. It's one of a kind, and there's an indescribable feeling that you get when you use something that you rebuilt and repainted. If you're interested in checking out what this snowblower used to look like back when I first got it, check out the link I'll have down below in the description. For more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.